guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to continue with my Makeup Declutter series. Today we have part 3. I'm super excited. If you missed part 1 and part 2, everything will be linked down below in the description box, so make sure to check that out. I also created a playlist with all of my makeup decluttering videos for 2021. I want to start fresh for the new year, so I'm going through my entire makeup collection, and I'm trying to also talk about each product as well, give you like little mini reviews here and there. So yeah, grab a drink, grab a snack, let's just get right into it. Today we're doing bronzers, contours, highlighters, and blushes. These are some of my favorite products to use and put on my face. I love makeup so much. As a disclaimer, please don't ask me for my used makeup. I don't feel comfortable giving it to you guys. If I do like a giveaway or something, it's going to be like a gift card or like brand new untouched makeup. Just have to say that as a disclaimer. So anyways, without further ado, grab a cup of coffee, grab a little snack, and let's do some decluttering. These videos are usually pretty long, so let's get right into it. All right, let's start with bronzers and contours first because I don't have that many. And I absolutely love bronzers. I just have a really hard time finding ones that work with my fair skin tone. So I'm going to start with contour first. I'm just going to mention this really briefly. It's the Lunatic Cosmetic Labs Contour Palette Volume 1. If you've been here for a while on my channel, you know I love this palette. It has everything you need. You've got your contour shades and highlight shades here. You've got blushes in the middle, and then your bronzers at the bottom. As you can tell, this bronzer here has been well loved. I've hit major pan. It was in my Project Pan this year, so still going strong, and I will obviously be keeping this one. And then the only other contours I have one from e.l.f. and these two from the AOE Studio line. I believe these were in my last declutter last year, and they're still going strong. These are like $1 each. They're really cute little contour sticks. I have the shade Nude and Nutmeg. I would say Nude is the perfect soft contour shade. I mean, look at that. It's just so pretty, and these are so creamy. They blend in the skin so nice. I never hear anyone ever talking about these. I would love for the AOE Studio to come up with cream bronzer sticks just like this, same formula but with bronzers. Oh my goodness, I would be all over it. And then Nutmeg is a little bit deeper. So fun. I don't contour that often, but when I do, at least I have a couple of options. So I will be keeping those. And then I also really love the brand new e.l.f. putty bronzers that came out just this past year. I have the shade, this is called Feelin' Shady, and this is the contour shade, so not technically a bronzer. This formula is sort of a cream to powder, like satin finish, but it's so nice. It looks so soft and natural on the skin, so I absolutely love this, and I am definitely going to be keeping it. Alright, so here's all of my bronzers. I don't have that many. Again, I find it really difficult to find ones that I like. So I can tell you already, the only one I'm getting rid of out of all of these is this right here. It's the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder for lighter skin. And I did a full face of Essence. I've been working on this series on my channel. If you guys missed it, check it out. I've been doing one brand tutorials, and I did a full face of Essence, and this was the bronzer I picked. Unfortunately, this smells so strong. Yeah, it just smells like really strong old lady perfume. I'm sorry. It doesn't smell good. The color looks really nice in the pan, but when I actually go to use it on my skin, it doesn't really show up that much, and when it does, it's just not a flattering color for my particular skin tone, so I am going to be decluttering this one. Next, I have the e.l.f. bronzer palette in Bronzed Beauty. This has been well loved. I've gone through several of these, and I'm going to be keeping. I also have two more of the e.l.f. putty bronzers. I have the shade Honey Dip and Tan Lines. I kind of like to mix these two together. I'm not going to swatch them just because I really don't like digging my fingers into these products. Really nice formula. Really great cream bronzer, and I love how these sort of dry down and they set into place and they last all day. And this one has been in my collection for a long time. It's the Milk Makeup Baked Matte Bronzer. Another favorite of mine, and it's still going strong. Now this one does pull a little bit orange on me. It's pretty pigmented, so I do have to be careful with this one, but I do still love it. It gives a nice warmth to the skin, and once you blend it out, honestly, it looks so pretty. It doesn't look as intimidating as the swatch does there, but this is still going strong. Honestly, don't buy a full size of this bronzer because there's just so much product. I know I've said it before, but there's so much product in the minis from Milk. Don't bother spending that extra money for a full size because you'll never go through it. There's just no way. All right, I have another one from e.l.f. I really like e.l.f. I think e.l.f. Cosmetics has great quality makeup, and their bronzers, they really get them right. But this is their single bronzer. It's the Forever Sun-Kissed Primer Infused Bronzer. Beautiful matte bronzer, so nice and warm. I love this. I've mentioned it before. It's just one of my go-tos in the summertime. It's the perfect one for me. This is actually a pressed powder, like a regular setting powder from the AOA Studio line, but this is in the shade Almond. I like to use this when I'm doing like a one brand tutorial type of thing with the AOA Studio line. This is a nice, just natural looking bronzer. Going to be keeping that for now. And then my true love is the Milani Matte Silky Matte Bronzer, sorry, in the shade 02 Sunkissed. This is a nice, very neutral, like pretty cool toned bronzer. Oh, I love this so much, you guys. The formula is so smooth, it's so finely milled, and it just looks so beautiful on the skin. I love using this all year round, but this is just still hands down the best, I think, bronzer from the drugstore. If you're looking for the perfect matte bronzer for fair skin, shade 02, it is perfect. So I'm only decluttering one item, but honestly, I love all these products and I use them all the time. Like, they get so much love. That's everything. Let's move on to blush, which I am dreading. All right, so moving on to cream blushes. Like I mentioned, I've just been loving cream products lately, so my collection has definitely grown this year. All right, let's start with this one because I only have one. This is from Lauren Conrad Beauty. I absolutely love her makeup line, and I really want to try more products from her. This definitely is a very sheer wash of color, so it's not extremely pigmented blush, but this gives your skin a very dewy, fresh, almost like glossy cheek, and I love that look. Love the quality, and I'm still loving it. Gonna keep it. This is a new one to my collection. I tried Merit Beauty this year, and they sent me quite a few things from their collection, and this is in the shade Beverly Hills. It's their cheek color blush, and I am obsessed. This is, again, a nice tint to the skin, and I love how it's just in a little stick, so you just rub it onto your cheeks. Dewy, fresh glow, but with no glitter. It's just a nice cream finish. But I just love this. I definitely want to get a few more shades. This formula is just so hydrating. It looks so beautiful on the skin. Very youthful. Oh, and this formula is so good. All right, I have quite a few of the e.l.f. monochromatic sticks. These are awesome. My only complaint is that they do have glitter in them. So, gosh, these would be perfect if they didn't have that glitter, but I do love these. I don't think I want to get rid of any of them yet because I do still love them so much. I have Dazzling Peony, I have Glimmering Guava, Luminous Berry, Glistening Peach. Oh my god, this is like the perfect spring blush. And then the last one I have is Sparkling Rose. Is probably one of my go-tos, and they blend out so nicely on the skin. I just love these. Yeah, keeping all of them. Another old favorite that I've had for a long time, it's the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek blush, I guess you call it, in Work. And again, this is still going strong. I haven't reached for this lately, but it's still a nice blush. I feel like this is more summertime, springtime color, but oh my gosh, look at that. All right, I have 3 putty blushes from e.l.f. One of them actually went bad and I had to toss it out. It grew mold. So I would say definitely be careful with sticking your fingers in here. I don't do that anymore. I sanitize them and wipe them down really well. And now I just take a little spatula, scoop some out on the back of my hand and use the blush that way. But these are so nice. Again, great formula, just like the bronzers. All right, this one I haven't really reached for a whole lot. I really need to put this in my everyday makeup drawer and give it a try, but it's from the Balm Cosmetics. It's the Staniac Hint of Tint for lips and cheeks in the shade Staniac. Oh, Beauty Queen is the shade. So it comes like in a lipstick tube and it's just a stain that you put on your cheeks. I have used this a couple of times and it's actually really beautiful. And it's not as intimidating as it seems. So you put a little bit on. A little bit goes a long way. And once you like blend this in, it really does look like this very, very soft wash of color on your cheeks. But I am going to keep it because I think it's, again, nice to kind of switch it up and use a different formula. This is the only sort of stain blush that I own. Alright, so moving on to my ColourPop blush sticks. I am on a ColourPop kick this past year, you guys. Been trying a lot of things from ColourPop, and they have really great quality products. So let me go ahead and swatch these out because I think there is one of these that I want to get rid of. Alright, so I swatched all 3 of these out. These are actually really nice. It's just a twist up stick. So it looks like this, and I don't know if I have really talked about these a whole lot on my channel. This is my favorite one. This is in the shade Cool It. It's a nice cool toned mauve pink, which is, again, just my jam. Like, that's the kind of color I usually go for. It just looks really flattering on my skin tone. The next shade I have is Roosevelt, and then this one is called Mic Drop. Mic Drop is my least favorite. I just don't wear these really bright, obnoxious neon colors. So I'm actually going to get rid of Mic Drop. I just don't like this color at all. It doesn't really suit my skin tone. I just don't like how it looks on me. All right, I only have 2 more cream blushes to talk about. I have this new one here from Milani. It's their Cheek Kiss cream blush in the shade Nude Kiss. And I'm still playing around with this formula. This is new to my collection. I do like this. It's a really pretty soft pink color. It looks more neutral in the pan, but I feel like when I use this, it looks more like bright pink, and I was hoping for a more like neutral pink color. I'm not crazy about this formula. I don't know, there's something about it that I can't quite put my finger on, but since it's new to my collection, I really need to keep using this and see if it is something I want to hang on to. And then last but not least, I have a new one also. This is from Melt Cosmetics. They came out with some cream blushes, and it's called Cream Blush Light. This is in the shade Honey Thief. This is the only one I have. And can I just say, this formula is so nice, so creamy. And this, again, has that kind of like dewy, glossy texture, but it's so nice. It blends out like a dream. Like, I just love how this looks on the skin. But yeah, this is new to my collection and I am definitely keeping it. All right, so not getting rid of a whole lot in this department. I'm only decluttering 1 cream blush, but you know what? Again, I love these all and I do use them. I'm not gonna feel bad whatsoever. All right, you guys, let's move on to powder blushes. Oh, I get so happy when I see my blushes and my highlighters. I don't know, it's just some of my favorite makeup. Like, I can't pick one favorite, but for sure, blushes, highlighters, eyeshadow palettes, like, I get really excited. Oh, lip products. Oh my god, I'm a lip product junkie. I already know which ones I'm gonna get rid of, so let's pinpoint those first. This Catrice blush in the shade Glistening Pink. I never reach for this, and it's just not my favorite blush. You know, I have other blushes that are my favorite, and I think I'm ready to just let this go. It's already getting pretty old. I don't even think I've reached for this at all this year, so that kind of tells me that this needs to go. So I'm actually going to let go of that. So I think I'm going to put these in my maybe pile, where I really need to test these out, and if I really truly don't love them, I'm going to pass them along because I'm just so undecided about these. These are from Essence. It's their Blush Light blushes. It's like a blush and a highlighter together. I have Coral Sunset and Nude Twilight. I was so excited when I saw these on the website. Here's your blush here, and then it fades into a highlighter. But when I put these on my skin, it just ends up looking orange. Like, it doesn't look flattering. So I have mixed feelings. I think I'm going to give them one last chance. I was thinking of doing a video like that, using products and doing a video like a tutorial or get ready with me and giving them one final chance. And if I don't like it, then I'm just going to declutter them. So this is another one that's pretty old, and honestly, I feel like I reached for this one from Essence versus this one, and I think this one was also discontinued. It's the Silky Touch blush in the shade Adorable, and I'm just ready to let go of this. I don't ever reach for it, and I find myself reaching for this one. I just like the formula a little bit better. This is called The Blush. So I don't know if Essence came out with these to replace the silky ones. I don't know. I feel like I don't see these on their website anymore. But this is in the shade Befitting, and this is a really pretty, again, that kind of like rosy, dusty mauve color that I'm obsessed with. Definitely gonna keep this one, but I'm gonna actually get rid of this one. This is another one I'm gonna let go. This has been dropped and repressed so many times. Can you see it? There's like chunks coming out. I don't know. I feel like I loved this blush so much when it was intact, but now I just can't stand to use it, and I don't think I want to give this to anyone because it's just falling apart. It's a hot mess. It's the Milani Color Play Harmony Blush Palette in the shade 01. This needs to go bye-bye. Alright, I have these three from the AW Studio line. These are the Perfect blushes. They're just pressed matte powder blushes. I love these. I am keeping them. These are actually somewhat new to my collection. This one is Auburn. This is a new one to my collection, and I've been wanting a color like this for so long. It's like that kind of burnt sienna. Oh my god, these are so pigmented. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh, these are so nice. I definitely want to get a few more shades, but these are fantastic, and for $1, I'm telling you guys, these are like a hidden gem. So this is from the Balm Cosmetics. It's called It's a Date Blush. I love this. I love their new eco-friendly packaging as well. This is such a beautiful, just neutral pink. Really great if you have very fair skin. It's an easy formula to work with, and you can't really go wrong with it. Like, if you put too much on, it still looks pretty. So definitely keeping this. I love the Balm Cosmetics. Their blushes and highlighters are just some of the best formulas out there. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Lumi blushes, again from the AW Studio line. My favorite one that I know I don't want to get rid of is Ravish. And this is a really pretty coral color. Like, I'm not saying I hit pan, but I have flattened that round shape in the center because I love this so much. So these are a satin finish. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, this is my favorite coral blush ever, hands down. I love these, so I'm going to keep this one for sure. Alright, so I swatched them all out. This shade here is called Rose Dawn. Then we have Wine, and then Sin. Oh my gosh, Sin and Wine are so beautiful. I need to get these out and use them while it's still like fall/winter. But for now, I am going to keep them. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I just love blush so much, and this formula is one of my favorites. Alright, so we're down to the nitty gritty here. I've got 2 blush palettes, which I love, and I'm keeping both of them. My good old trusty Fairy blush palette from Likely Makeup. I absolutely love her and her line. And the colors in here are so unique and different. I pull this out and use it every single spring and summer. And sometimes, you know, even like all year round, I'll mix like this shade and this shade together. And I just love it. The packaging, just the quality is so nice. And they're just nice, matte, fun blushes. Definitely keeping. And then this one is new to my collection. This is the Balm Cosmetics. They sent this over to me. It's the Will Powder Blush Quad. Oh my gosh, I have been using this so much, and this shade here, which is called Worth the Wait, is a beautiful highlighter. So I love to mix and match. You guys know I love these type of tones. Now these do have a sort of satin finish. They're not matte, so they give this beautiful glow to the skin, but it's not like super like highlight looking. It's not too reflective. I had to take a break from it because I was using it so much, so definitely keeping. I love the colors in here. It looks so nice on my skin tone. All right, so this is the pile I've been dreading today. It's my e.l.f. primer infused blushes. Most of these are the matte finish. I do have 2 of them, which are more of a shimmer. It's the shimmer primer infused blushes. So I have Always Hazy and Always Breezy. I'm keeping these. I wear them so much. Always Hazy, you guys know. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's the most beautiful, neutral, everyday shade. It gives a beautiful glow to your skin. Again, it's more of a like a satin glow to your skin than a matte. I am terrified that they're going to discontinue these, which makes no sense because this is hands down the best blush formula or blushes from the drugstore. I just love all of these, you guys. I can't help it. I just love them and I use them, so I'm gonna keep them. All right, so here's all of my powder blushes that I'm keeping, and then here's the ones that I am going to be letting go of. Again, I'm gonna kind of revisit these 2 from Essence, but I have a feeling that I'll probably end up decluttering them. All right, so I'm gonna move on to highlighters now. These are all of my cream highlighters. I've been really into like cream or liquid highlighters. Again, kind of like testing the waters on what I like and what I don't like. So these are the AOA Studio Glow Baby Liquid highlighters. I love these so much. Oh my goodness, I cannot tell you. I really need to get these out and just play more. It's been a while since I've, used them, but these are so beautiful. Again, I think they're like $1 each. Definitely a liquid formula, so it's just like a little squeezy tube. And I did do, I believe, a full dedicated review on these. This is in the shade Afterglow. One of my favorites. I'm keeping all of them. I love the formula and I love the variety of colors, and I like that you could probably mix and create a custom color as well. Or I have this one from Lauren Conrad Beauty. Again, really love her brand. This is the liquid highlighter in the shade Pearl. I was really hoping that this was like a pearly, when I think of pearl, I think of like a pinky toned, like white, but this one is more gold. I definitely need to try this again and see if it's still like my favorite. I love the formula. It's so dewy and it's not too much. Like, it's definitely toned down compared to these Glow Baby ones. So you can see the swatch there. It's just very subtle. It's a nice golden color, but I really do like that formula. Next up, I have this one from Merit, and this is their highlighting balm in the shade Bounce, and they did send this to me. I love this. I cannot tell you how many times I reach for this. Can you see how beautiful that is? But it's got this kind of like rosy undertone. It's just, oh my gosh, there's a swatch there. Again, this is a very balmy highlighter. It gives that glossy, wet look to the face, but not in a bad way, in a good way. Look at that reflectiveness there. Ooh, love this formula. Gosh, it's just so pretty on the skin. So pretty. So this one's also new to me. This is from ColourPop, and I don't have that many highlighters from ColourPop. This is in Seismic. Oh my goodness, silver. Like, it's really intense. I want to be honest with you. I don't like how this looks on my skin, but I do want to hang on to this because it's the only one I have from ColourPop. I mean, it looks gorgeous. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful, right? I find that this is just a little too glittery for my liking. Unfortunately, a lot of their products, they put bismuth oxychloride in their ingredients, and unfortunately, I am very sensitive to that. It causes me to have a lot of issues, unfortunately, so I'm gonna hang on to it for right now, but it's really not my favorite. All right, these two are going. I do not like this formula. I'm actually gonna keep this for a video coming up soon, but it's the AOA Studio Dewy Cream Highlighters. Again, AOA Studio line, love them. The liquid Glow Baby highlighters are so good, but these, no. I have Opal and Dream. First of all, the packaging is like falling apart. It's very creamy, but it's super chunky, and I just do not like how this looks on the skin. I just do not like this at all. All All right, so that's it. I'm keeping all of these liquid highlighters and only getting rid of these two right here. All right, so last but not least, let's tackle pressed highlighters. I have 2 highlighter palettes. These are all pressed. Couple of loose ones, and then I have limited edition ones here in the front. So these 3 I can already tell you I'm keeping. These are limited edition. These 2 are from Makeup Revolution. This was part of their collab with A Nightmare Before Christmas. You guys know these are like a collector item thing for me. So I have this one in Misfit Love. It's like a darker color. So I'm just going to keep that. And then this is Moonlight, Mischief, and Madness, one of my favorites. I actually love this so much. I bought a backup. It's just the perfect like pinky toned highlighter. It's so pretty. So this is also limited edition. This is the I Heart Revolution collab with the movie Elf. And I already posted my full review on the collection. So check that video out if you missed it. So here's what it looks like. The packaging is so darn cute. This collection was so adorable. I can't get over it. So it says, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. The Christmas cheer pedometer, or whatever you call it, from Santa's sleigh, imprinted in the powder. It's already coming off because I've been using this quite a bit. It's such a pretty icy pink highlighter for winter. I love this so much. I mean, I love the movie. I actually just watched it last night and I was just cracking up. I love Will Ferrell and that movie is just one of my favorite holiday movies ever. So of course I'm keeping this. So this right here, I'm actually going to declutter because I don't even reach for this. It's from Makeup Revolution. It's brand new. I've barely used it. It's called the Face Quad in the shade Incandescent. I don't think they even sell this anymore. I don't hate the quality, I just never reach for it. It also contains a mineral oil, which does cause me to have acne and break out. For whatever reason, my skin is so finicky with ingredients sometimes. So I'm actually gonna pass this along to someone else. This one, Snowflake from Gimme Glow Cosmetics, it's insane. It's like the iciest white ever, but I was thinking of depotting this and putting it with my single Gimme Glow eyeshadows and just using it as an eyeshadow. I mean, that looks like a metallic eyeshadow. So I love Gimme Glow, but I'm not a fan of how insanely intense their highlighters are. And then I also have the loose highlighter in the shade Snow Angel. Now this one I like a little bit better because the loose highlighter is a little bit more forgiving. This was limited edition, but then so many people loved it, they made it permanent. And again, it's definitely an icy white, but you can see it's more subtle. Juvia's Place highlighter in Cleo. This is another favorite of mine. Beautiful like champagne color. You know what? I think I'm actually gonna get rid of this, you guys. I haven't reached for it at all this year. And it's so messy, but the color is really pretty. I don't know. Ooh, this is so hard because I do love it. It is beautiful. I just don't think I love it as much as I used to. All right, I'm gonna tell you, I'm keeping all of these, so I'm just gonna go through them really quickly. The e.l.f. Illuminating Palettes. I'm not crazy about this formula. It's very dusty, powdery, a little bit on the chalky side, but when you blend either of these 2 shades at the top onto your skin and really buff it in, it looks so pretty. It's a very soft, natural highlighter. So I do like it, but I have to say I'm leaning towards not loving this as much as some of my individual highlighters. So for now I am going to keep it, but I have to say I haven't been loving this as much as I used to. So that's an interesting little update for you there. But I'm going to keep it for now. This is brand new. This is such a beautiful highlighter. It's from the Balm Cosmetics. It's their brand new Let's Bolt highlighter. This is definitely more of a golden undertone than say the Merry Luminizer, which of course I am keeping 100%. Look at that. Look how much pan I've hit, you guys. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. So here's the Merry Luminizer. Here's the shade Let's Bolt. Definitely more golden, but you can make this work if you do have fair skin. You just have to be a little bit light-handed with application. But yeah, both of these, amazing formula. Really, really nice. All right, the Tarte Amazonian Clay Highlighter in Stunner. Now, if you've been watching some of my project pans, you know, I finally hit pan on this, which is such a huge accomplishment, honestly, because the Tarte blushes and highlighters, you guys know, there's so much product and a little bit goes a long way, and I'm so happy I hit pan, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm gonna still keep this and still try to use it as much as possible until it's gone bad. It still smells like vanilla, still smells good. So, yep, really pretty color. All right, moving on to some of my absolute favorites. I've got the Digital Dust highlighter from Melt Cosmetics. This is in Morning Star. This has been well loved for the past few years, and it's still one of my favorites. Milani, good old Milani. The Strobe Light Instant Glow Powder in Afterglow, still one of my favorite drugstore highlighters. Beautiful, still loving that one. This is a new one to my collection this year. Again, I tried a whole bunch of Essence products, did a full face. This is the Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade 10, Be My Highlight. I don't know if this is the one that's really popular. I didn't realize that this actually comes in a few different shades, I believe. But this is stunning. It looks boring in the pan, but let me tell you what. I see the hype now. The formula is so silky soft. And this definitely is a more nude highlight. It's a little dark for me, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little deep. So I don't know, do you guys know if there's like a lighter shade? Because I love this formula. I just wish this was a little bit lighter for my skin tone, which sometimes I do like that look. But this is a beautiful formula. I'm just not insanely in love with the color. I wish it was just a tad bit lighter, but I am going to keep that for now. All right, my Halo highlighters from the AW Studio line. You guys know my love for these, especially Allure. I use so much, and Blissful. Oh my gosh, I just love the crap out of these. These are so good. Love them. And also I have the shade Amore, which is an icy pink. Again, love. And then last but not least, I have the e.l.f. Cosmetics. I think this is called their Prismatic Highlighter. I think this was also discontinued. I don't think I see it on their website anymore, but this is in the shade White Gold. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this feels like that kind of baked gelée type formula. It's really different. And for a long time, I didn't know how to use it, but I definitely prefer using a very dense brush so I can pick the product up because it's pressed pretty hard. On the skin, this is such a beautiful, soft, kind of like a white gold highlighter. I really love that one. Another great drugstore highlighter if you can find it. All right, you guys, these are all the ones I'm keeping. And then I'm only getting rid of, well, I do have 2 cream ones I'm getting rid of highlighter wise, but these 2 powder highlighters are going, and then I'm keeping the rest. So I know I didn't do that great, but I really don't have that many. So that's it, you guys, for today's declutter. I did pretty well. I'm actually pretty happy with the amount of blushes and highlighters I have. It's one of my favorite things to use, and trust me, everything does get used in my collection, and that's why I like to go through everything to kind of, you know, really curate the products that I love the most. But I still like to have a variety of things to talk about here on my channel. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, please subscribe, give this a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below and tell me what is your favorite blush of all time, like finish, color. If you have a particular shade in mind, leave a comment down below. I want to know what your favorite blush is. Stay tuned, there'll be more decluttering videos in this series, so stay tuned for more. Again, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!